I'm George Tift, and this is BoomerBust. In the last episode, we talked about the moment that memory moved outside the human mind. Writing had appeared, and how people feared it would weaken thinking, destroy wisdom, and make us lazy. Today, we're stepping into the next shock wave, because once knowledge could be written down, something else had to happen. It had to spread. And when it finally did, it scared the living daylights out of all the people in charge. For most of history, writing existed, but access didn't. Books were rare, painfully rare. Every page had to be copied by hand, slowly, carefully, by trained scribes. A single book could take months, sometimes years, and that meant that knowledge was scarce by design. If you controlled the books, you controlled the story. Religion, law, science, history. Most people never touched a book in their entire lives. Not because they were stupid, but because the system did not want them to be informed. Then in the mid-1400s, everything broke loose. Johannes Gutenberg introduced the printing press. Not the first attempt at printing, but the first scalable one. Movable type, reliable, fast, cheap. For the first time, ideas could move faster than authority. And the reaction was immediate. Rulers panicked, church leaders panicked, universities panicked, everybody panicked, because once books could be printed in volume, they could no longer be controlled. Think about that. People could read for themselves. They could compare ideas, questions, interpretations. They could preserve dissent. This wasn't just a technological upgrade. It was an information jailbreak. Literacy exploded. Science accelerated. The Reformation followed. Political systems shifted. Power began leaking away from institutions and into individuals. And once again, the critics appeared. They said too many books could confuse the people. The average person couldn't be trusted with the information. Misinformation would spread. That authority would be undermined. All of that's true. Bad ideas did spread. So did dangerous ones. So did nonsense. But something else spread too. Truth. Progress. Innovation. The solution wasn't fewer books. It was better readers. And this is the parallel to today that becomes unavoidable. AI is doing to knowledge what the printing press did to books. It's taking something that was scarce, expertise, analysis, pattern recognition, and making it abundant. And that terrifies institutions. Because when everybody can access high-level information, your credentials lose power. Gatekeepers lose leverage. And authority has to justify itself. And once again, we hear the same warnings. There's too much information. People can't be trusted. AI will spread misinformation. AI will undermine expertise. All true, but also very incomplete. Because abundance doesn't destroy value, it shifts it. When information becomes abundant, wisdom becomes rare. When answers are cheap, questions matter more. When anyone can generate content, judgment becomes the differentiator. The printing press didn't end thinking, it raised the bar. AI won't end thinking either, but it will expose who's never really thinking in the first place. And this is why fighting AI feels familiar. It's the same pattern. First, they'll be saying, this will weaken people. Then they'll say it'll undermine authority. Finally, it should be restricted. Every time in history, the people who adapted didn't lose relevance. They gained influence. They learned how to ask better questions, how to synthesize, how to guide, how to teach. They stopped being gatekeepers and became navigators. And that's the real opportunity right now. Not memorizing, not competing with machines, but learning how to think clearly in a world where answers are everywhere. In the next episode, we're going to talk about a shift that turned tools into decision makers. The moment machines stop just helping us work and started helping us to choose. And that's where the real fear is coming from. Thanks for watching. I'm George Tift. This is BoomerBust. Y'all come back now. You hear?